And now it's time for some safety tips with Captain Safety and Short Circuit. Hi there, I'm Captain Safety.
And I'm Short Circuit.
And we're here to give you safety tips.
Well, we've had some great times, but unfortunately, this will be our last episode.
But before we go, we're going to give you one more topic.
Captain Safety, could I pick the topic?
Well, it is the last episode. Sure, why not? What would you like to discuss?
Today, we'll be discussing golf cart safety.
All right. Golf carts?
Sure, you may not think it at first glance, but those things can be dangerous.
Well, that is true. All right. Here are some tips on electric cart safety.
Electric cart safety.
Tip number 1. Operation of carts must be from the driver's side by authorized persons only. Do not start the vehicle in motion until all occupants are seated. Remember, only 2 people maximum can ride.
Remain seated in the body of the cart at all times when the vehicle is in motion. Always drive slowly and pay attention to turns and blind corners. Tip number 2.
When you stop, firmly depress the parking brake until it locks. The park brake will release once the accelerator pedal is depressed.
I'm so depressed.
No, not that kind of depression. Now, when starting, always be sure the direction selector is properly positioned prior to activating the accelerator pedal. Tip number 3.
Students are not to be allowed to sit in or on the cart. Students aren't allowed to operate the cart at any time.
That's right. However, the carts can be used to transport students only when an authorized, qualified adult operator is driving it, and only for a designated purpose.
Tip number 4. When a cart is stored, it must be hooked up to a charger.
And the person storing the cart is the one responsible for hooking it up to the charger. Tip number 5. And of course, your final golf cart safety tip is never leave the key in the ignition when the cart is unattended. You don't need this happening to your cart.
Wow, that guy was crazy!
He sure was, Short Circuit. He sure was. Well, it's been a good run, and we're certainly going to miss you all. But we hope you've all learned from our safety tips.
Just keep a lookout for danger, and you'll be fine.
Well, goodbye, everybody. Take care. Captain Safety, away!
Man, I still never learned to fly. Huh? I did it! I did it! I can fly! Look at me! I'm flying! I'm flying!
Oh, I knew you could do it, Short Circuit. Come on, let's fly.
Captain Safety.